everyone. We're here with Dr. Frank Nelson and Craig, who were part of the beginning band at Mojave High School. Dr. Nelson especially. You graduated what year?
1975.
1975. So definitely one of the first students, and you saw it grow in front of your eyes, how it was really not very big to start off with, and then it grew exponentially, honestly.
That's right.
Yeah, and Craig followed maybe right when you graduated. Craig, that's when you came in, right?
It was a couple of years,
Yeah.
A couple of years.
So what are your experiences, Dr. Nelson, from when the band first started? And any stories you want to share?
Well, we started out, it was in this little portable building on the other side of the gym.
Okay.
And so we had to go inside there. And we had this guy named Bill Nicely, who used to be a trombone player in New Jersey. And he came out here and he was so excited. He actually wrote the fight, well, he didn't write the fight song, but he wrote the alumni.
Right.
The arrangement for the fight song.
Right.
And he wrote,
Took a song,
that you
turned
brought
it
back.
into the fight song.
Yeah. And he wrote the Alma Mater song.
Yeah.
And he told me, this is kind of cool, he told me, I said, what motivated you? I saw him later, ironically, as a patient down in, when he moved to Phoenix, and I was a dentist down there. And he said, when he drove over the hill, driving into Bullhead City, the words of the song of our alma mater, the Colorado River flowing, everybody always knowing of the words we all share. He was stimulated to the words as he saw the river when he drove over the hill.
That's a wonderful story.
It is a wonderful story.
Yeah, and
he
we
was
like
dedicated,
that.
and he, to this day, I saw him when he was maybe 60 years old.
Wow.
He said, the biggest mistake I made is to try to make more money, because he became a salesman at Holiday Shores.
Wow.
And of course did well money-wise compared to a teacher.
Right.
But he regrets it, because he loved making the community band that actually Randy, your brother, played in. And we'd come to the game, and it was people from all over the community. And it, as you said earlier, it was the beginning of something special. Not very big, but we had guys like Frank Hart, who could play the trombone probably today better than most guys. And then Dee Morales, he's still playing with, who's that famous actress? He's a bass drummer, bass guitar guy for, can't remember her name, but he's a professional. And those guys were, I remember they played Light My Fire, that song, in front of the whole crowd there, and it still rings in my mind.
Yeah.
And it was a great opportunity. I was trying to play sports, trying to be in the band, and I'm lucky I was in a school I could do both.
Yes.
Because most of the kids that go to bigger schools have to make a choice.
Yes, it's so
it was just
true.
a joy watching.
And you were telling an amazing story about the London Bridge opening.
Well, you know, the uniforms that you guys have kept, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And made nice things like the pillows and the blankets. Well, the first one's made out of wool, as you know.
Yeah.
And so when the London Bridge was taken to Lake Havasu City, we were there as a band.
Right.
The band from Kingman, Bullhead, Lake Havasu, we're all there. And it was 105, 110 degrees, and we're in these wool uniforms.
Oh my goodness.
And we sweated, but we did okay.
Yeah,
we still did our job.
Now, Craig, you were under Mr. Lovell too.
Yeah, just for 1 year.
Just for
My
1
freshman
year.
year.
And I've seen the pictures in the yearbook. The band was massive.
Yeah,
and
he
you
used,
in one
he
of
used
your.
to, he used to really be hard on us when our show wasn't right. I just remember him.
You remember that?
Well, after we would do a certain, we would be playing and we weren't doing very well and it was terrible, and he would go, "You sound like a train wreck."
Yeah. But you know why?
I would like, what? No, what are you
You know
talking
why he
about?
got by with it? He got by with it because he would always give us A's if we showed up.
Oh, okay,
He didn't punish us
okay.
with our grades, but he wanted to make sure we were playing well.
Yeah.
And he was very good at. There's my grandkids right there. He was great at letting us be the best we could be. He would take us to higher challenging things, and it was nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted
He
to do it.
expected a lot from
challenged
you
us,
guys. Yeah.
And I remember,
Excellent. Wanted it perfect all the time.
Yeah.
I agree. And being in the marching band, I remember one time I went to Wickenburg, and what he was good at, I think I told you this. I was a saxophone player, but he wanted us to sound louder, so he taught me how to play trombone in the marching band.
Okay.
And I had fun.
Yeah.
Stay with it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful instrument.
Yeah.
But he would get a lot of the woodwinds and make us in the trombone, so we sounded bigger.
Big, yeah.
I still remember we played Stevie Wonder's "Sunshine of My Life" at the state, Arizona State.
And you guys
band
made
days.
state, didn't you,
Yeah.
back in those
And we
days?
had 100 people.
Wow, that just blows my
We only
mind.
had 300. When I graduated, we had 380 people in the school.
Wow.
And we had 100 people. It was the, what are they called? The flag girls, the
Right.
color guard. It was 100 people, and we felt important. We felt
Oh my goodness.
valued. He made us feel good about that. He held us accountable.
Amazing.
Worked hard.
Yeah.
And you remember he would do the announcements during.
Oh yeah, he would do he would do his radio voice, which
Yeah,
none
so
of us really
we
heard.
didn't know who it was the first time.
So who is that up there? Oh,
Who is
that's
that?
Mr. Lovell.
That's Mr. Lovell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Crazy. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then the earlier thing, we had Mrs. Bruce, who was.
She was the first one.
She was the first official one, I think.
Right.
Nicely was more doing the community things.
Right,
We do have
right.
one picture of them though, with your sister. No. But it was Karen Kuhn
Yeah.
was in that group.
Yeah.
And Nicely was there for 1 year, I think.
Yeah. I can't
I don't remember the
that part.
details.
Yeah,
But,
you
but
have
then
to-
Mrs. Bruce became the teacher, and
Right.
then Walt Lovell came,
Right.
and he was here for a bit. And it was the jazz band was a great experience.
Yeah,
I know.
Because
yeah, crazy.
he would not, here's a little subtlety, he would not, there was no program. He said, here's your book, I'll tell you which one we're going to play next.
Wow.
That's not being hard on you.
Wow,
Yeah.
and just let
So
you
we had
guys.
to be prepared. We'd
Good.
have
You were.
15 songs, and he'd say, we're going to do this one now. So we'd have to look through it, but we had to know it.
And that's hard. Jazz playing,
It was-
jazz is hard.
It was tough music.
The rhythms and everything.
It was amazing. I
Did
go
you
back
play
and listen.
Maynard Ferguson stuff?
Well, yeah, we were pretty good that freshman year, but after that it wasn't quite the same level. But I remember listening to the recording you guys made, and it was I couldn't believe the difficulty of those songs. And of course,
Yeah.
Randy's screaming. Like I could never, I'd never heard him like screaming, like on the trumpet like that. When I listened to that old, that old record alone, you know,
Yeah.
like, it was amazing. So
Yeah.
they were really challenged to do really well this year. So.
Yeah.
We played Tommy Dorsey style. We had the little things in front of us. They're made out of cardboard, but it looked like had a big M just like the
Oh, really?
uniform. And it had all those lined up, and we're sitting there. Behind us, we had 5 saxophones. We had 5 trombones, 5 trumpets.
Wow. That's amazing. That is so
And were we
amazing.
perfect?
Yeah.
No. But we thought we were great. It was fun. We felt good about it. Made us
Yeah.
feel better as people.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
that was.
Oh.
They were good days, yeah.
Yeah. And Dr. Nelson, your son also played in the
And
band.
then my oldest son, he was what's it called?
The drum major.
Drum major.
Yes.
And he remembers
Mr. Meyer was
Mr. Meyer,
started.
and he would turn it over to him, and so he'd go out on the field, and
Wow.
they would exercise, and he played saxophone. He enjoyed it quite a lot. He wore that other uniform, the one that was
The gray,
the
more.
lower right one, the
Yes,
gray one.
uh-huh.
Remember that? And then,
Yeah. And then your wife, Kristen.
and then my wife,
She
Christy.
seems to have been really involved as a band mom. And when when our kids were in band and I was involved that way, I was looking to find, I had, trying to find those documents that they had to get it
that's
going. And when I went through, I saw her name. I was like, wow, this is so cool, because I know they must have put a lot of legwork to get.
She must have been the first the secretary when they got
Yeah, I can't remember what.
501(c).
Right.
Like,
There was a few parents that had signed that document, but I
Yeah.
definitely remember
She's
her
a-
name.
She's a doer. She works harder than I do.
Yeah.
She's a
Oh,
hard worker.
you both have special talents, so we really appreciate all your support, and thank you for taking the time to talk with us. That
Well, I
was
want to say
really
one
nice.
more thing.
Okay, I would love that.
The efforts you guys are making,
Yeah. It's,
helping rebuild this program, and Craig getting the words for our old fight song,
oh yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
and actually playing it.
Yeah,
Boy,
we're gonna
that
do
was-
it again.
We got to do
We
some-
have, yeah, that would be fun. It's not a really hard song to
One
play,
more thing,
really.
real
Is
quick.
it?
Do you realize this was the best auditorium in the state when it was built?
Oh wow.
Wow.
And it still has good acoustics.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
And the stage underneath. all
Mhm,
that. This one was actually, this one Havasu.
Right.
They built a different one.
Oh.
This was rated as the best facility in
Really?
the state in
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I think theirs was identical. Actually.
76, 77.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
if you
rebuilt
go,
it though.
yeah, I think they've done. But if you go to it even today, it looks exactly.
Doesn't look the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
wonderful.
we appreciate all you guys
Yeah, it's fun. Thank you for taking the time and all your in our page, the alumni page. You're always a good presence there, telling the good old stories. So,
Yeah, those are fun
if
stories.
anybody wants to join and you've been in band before, please feel free to ask to join. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. Appreciate your
pleasure.
time. Okay.